Each fall across Maryland, thousands of combines roll across hundreds of thousands of acres, harvesting millions of bushels of grain. In 2018, the state's farmers harvested enough corn and soybeans to fill more than 1,100 Olympic-sized swimming pools. But that grain can't all be used at once. So where does it go? The bulk of it heads to storage facilities called grain elevators, like this one at Eddie Mercer Agri-Services in Frederick County.
Grain elevator, we actually buy soybeans, wheat, and corn from farmers, store it until the demand is there, and then sell it to the feed mills. We handle about 2 to 2.4 million bushel a year of grain.
And so far, 2019 is shaping up to be a banner year.
This year, the crops that was grown here in Frederick County were right up 95% of our best volume that we've ever grown.
Which means trucks coming and going from dawn to dusk.
People start shelling early in the morning. We're here 6 to 6, 12 hours a day.
Even so, fall is one of Eddie's favorite times of the year because it gives him a chance to catch up with his friends and neighbors in the local farming community.
As a farmer would bring grain in, at least it just gives me a personal chance to thank them or just to talk to them. So that's a joy for me.
It's a community that his family has been a part of since 1938, when his father started a small dairy farm here.
My father was in real estate business, but he loved farming. In 1967, bought the cows from him and started farming myself. At one time we got up, we was milking about 220 cows.
But over the years, Eddie shifted his focus away from farming for himself and towards serving the needs of other farmers. Today, his agri-services business offers everything from seed and fertilizer sales to custom fertilizer application to, of course, grain storage. The first step for farmers dropping off grain is weigh-in.
When the trucks come in, naturally, they pull on the scale and they're weighed and they come up to the sampling probe.
The grain has to be tested, so off comes the tarp and down drops the probe.
It works by vacuum. When you open it up, the tube fills up. When you shut it, the vacuum in the system sucks it into the container here. And there's the sample.
Ready to be tested for moisture content and sample weight.
Right now I'm just pouring it in the moisture tester. And you'll see the moisture come up here in a second, 12.3.
To be considered dry enough for storage, soybeans should be at most 13.5% moisture.
Because with water in the grain, putting it in a tank, in time that water's got to dry, and when it's drying, it'll create muckiness. It'll mold. It'll go bad.
Eddie's job is to make sure that doesn't happen. He still buys corn and soybeans that are above the moisture threshold, but those loads have to be dried down before they can be stored. Since that costs time and money, farmers that bring in wet grain get paid a little less for the same weight. Finally, the grain is offloaded into giant storage bins until the time comes to sell.
Soybeans go up to Bainbridge, PA. They make soybean meal and extract the oil from it. I would say 90% of the corn oil goes for the poultry industry.
But no matter where the grain ends up, Eddie will be right here, helping the farmers of Frederick County usher in the harvest.
I've been here all my life, and after 78 years, it's just home to me.